Here we are, everybody, back for another day. I believe today is number 13. Yesterday was 12. Yesterday was Monday. It was 12. Today is 13 of the cut. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling leaner. I had a good weekend. I had some carbs back into the system, and I had a tremendous leg day yesterday. My legs are sore. My body was tired, fatigued, but we're back today with arms. We're gonna hit arms. Start of the show, 1 or 1A. It's gonna go legs, arms, no matter what. If I hit legs, next day's gonna hit arms, and today, that is what is going down. So we're gonna go in there, we're gonna hit biceps first, and then we're gonna transition to triceps, hit some forearms at the end, and that'll be a day. We'll go in there, we'll go as hard as we can. That is the most important part. We have to bring the intensity today. We have to go in there and hit them literally as hard as we can, harder than we hit anything else ever in our entire existence, because that's the only way that you're going to grow or get any better, bigger, more aesthetic, anything. You got to hit it hard. So we're going to go in there, and I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I have been hitting some, warm-up set type, warm-up sets with lighter weight, straight bar, just curling it. I'm still going to put that in there, but I think what I'm going to start out with is heavier alternate dumbbell curls, really get things moving, then move on to a lighter straight bar, then move on to a heavier camber bar or easy bar, and then go into the usual hammer curl and reverse curl, and then maybe hit another straight bar. But regardless of anything, what's going to happen is we're going to go in there and blow up our biceps. We're going to go until we can't go anymore with biceps. And then we're going to turn right around, and it'll be easier to blow up our triceps. We won't do heavy skull crushers today, but we will do push downs. We will do overhead. We'll probably do some kickbacks. I've been liking the kickbacks. We'll probably do some machine dips, and that'll be it. Then we'll do our wrist rollers, maybe some abs, depending on how we feel. And then we'll get out of the gym and call it a day. It should take around 2 hours. So I want to give a full 2-hour session to my arms and ensure that I can blow them up as big as possible. It's very important. Legs have become my favorite day to work out because I want to get them improved, way more improved than they already are. And they've came such a long way. And they're looking really good. But I want to continue to build them and make sure that they're my absolute best body part, but I want to do the same thing to the arms. So if we carry that energy, we have the intention of just going in there and destroying these body parts, particularly arms today. They will grow, they will get bigger, and you guys will think they'll look better, which at the end of the day, that's all that matters, is looking better. We want to look better. We're aesthetic bodybuilders, and being aesthetic means that you bring beauty to the mind of the observer. And that's all I want to do. That's my entire, plan for this journey, or reason why I'm doing what I do, is to bring about beauty in other people's vision of me. But of course, my vision of myself as well. And I think that I put that first. How I look to myself is number one. But in doing that, it'll translate to other people finding beauty in the physique as well. So that's the story. We're going to go in there and crush it. I'm going to drink this. Mixed up my pre-workout. I'm already fired up, and I know I'm going to be even more fired up after, of course, have the pre-workouts. 23 degrees here in Houston, so I'm going to drive to the gym. Can you believe that? I'm going to drive to the gym. I would walk. I'm from Ohio, so this is not that cold, but I don't really have a nice jacket here, like a big, heavy coat. And I think that's one of the reasons why people in Texas get so affected by the weather. They're just not prepared for it. You don't have what you need. But anyways, we will get in there regardless and hit it as hard as we can. I cannot wait. So we will drink this, and then I'll see you in the gym. Let's go. Okay, here we are. We're back, 24-hour, and it's kind of packed today. It's only 3:30, not even. I think it's because a lot of the businesses are closed due to the weather. But anyways, I got the pump cover on, and that's just for probably one set. You guys know me, don't like to lift with a pump cover. I like to be able to see the muscle work as I'm working it. But since it's so cold outside, I thought it'd be good to warm up with.
So we got 50 pounds here. We're doing alternate dumbbell curls. The reason I'm starting with these is because I want to push the weight. I want to go up in weight. We're doing 50 pounds, and we're going to get after it. So let's go. Oh, there we go. Go for a set. Let's use the hoodie and get after it. All right, next exercise. Let's do it. All right. Ooh. Ooh. All right, that felt good. Let's do some scoops. All right, so I found out the reason why it's so packed in here right now is because last night they kicked everybody out at 5:30 because of the weather. So it's 4 o'clock right now. If that's the case, I still have an hour and 30 minutes. Been here for 38, so we're well within our time window needed. But next up, we got peaks. Well, not peaks, scoops. We'll do peaks next. We got scoops, but we are working on the peaks, the contraction. Probably do 2 sets here, leaning forward, letting your arms dangle. Just hang there and just working on the contraction. Let's do 2 of these. Let's go. Ah. All right, now we'll go to peaks. Show you guys peaks. All right, one part that's important to me in my bicep growth journey is hitting them from all angles and directions. So this exercise I call peaks. You're going to hold the dumbbell with one single dumbbell, palms up, and you're really working on the top contraction. So you got to think of it like you're a waiter. You have a plate on your hands with drinks on it. You don't want to spill the drinks. That's kind of how I feel about it. But we'll do as many as we need here, starting with 50 pounds. Ah. Oh. Ah. 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 Ooh. All right. Ooh. Next. All right, next up, hammer curls. Brachialis, you want to sit up straight. You want to really focus on the muscle. We're only using 40. We have been using 45, but bicep's pretty fatigued, and I want to ensure that I'm hitting the right part of the bicep. So we're going to do 40s. Let's go. Ah. 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 Ooh. All right. Enough of that. Let's one more exercise. All right, we're gonna finish up here with a few sets of reverse curl in the brachialis, of course, a little bit of the top of the forearm. We're using 80. I want to use 70, but it was taken. And I think it's important when you're working the arms in particular to do a good range of heavy sets and lighter sets to really activate the muscle, load the muscle, but also stimulate the muscle properly. But we're going to do 80. We're going to try to do maybe 4 sets. We'll see. Take one by one, though. Let's go. Ah. 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 Woo. All right. Do one more set, underhand, just to finish it off. And it's on the triceps. All right, last set. We're going to do underhand, finish off the bicep, then we'll start to hit triceps. So here we go. Ah. Ah. Oh. Ah. 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 Woo. All right, water, triceps. All right, next up we got triceps, starting with push downs. Do a warm-up set, then go up to the stack. Count them out. Let's get it going. Ah. 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 Yeah, come on. Ah, come on. Ah. Ah. Shit. All right, triceps are decently pumped already just from that. So we'll probably do a couple more exercises, but I don't need much more because, geez. All right, so I'm definitely feeling the tricep benefits of hitting biceps first. My triceps already pumped. So we're going to hit these machine push downs. Let's see how many sets we need. And then I definitely want to hit the overhead and the kickbacks, probably 2 sets each of those, and then we'll move on to forearms. So here we go. Here's number 1 here. Whew. All right, damn, I don't need much more. I really don't. All right, I think I'm gonna nix kickbacks, just do dumbbell overhead with 40. We'll shoot for 2 sets, maybe 4 sets, we'll see. But this is gonna be the last tricep exercise before we move on to forearms. So let's get it. Ah, ah. Maybe just one more. I'm pretty gassed. Ah. 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 Yeah. Ooh. I think actually what I'm going to do is 1 set of push downs just to burn out. But I'm pretty much, just to make sure we don't have anything left in the tank. I really don't. But I don't want to leave any stone unturned. So we'll do that and then some forearms. But nice juicy pump for you guys. Okay, last set for triceps. Got 150. We're just going to burn out, do as many as we can. And then it's time for forearms. So let's do it. Ah, 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 ah. All right. Woo, enough of that. Let's do forearms. Okay, so we're gonna finish here with forearms. Nothing too exciting. So you guys will see the sped up version, but we are doing it 80 pounds for the, I guess, back side, the curling side, and then the flexion side, I should say. And then we'll do 50 for the extension side. So let's do it. Ah. 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 All right. All right, let's go. Last exercise of the day. Come on. Ah. 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 Ooh. Boom. Arms. Oh.
All right, here we are back in the kitchen post arm day. I took a shower, of course, ate my meal, and now I am tired. I'm tired, I'm fatigued. We had a great arm day. We went in there 2 hours, like I said. We got after it. We hit the biceps hard. We hit the triceps hard. And I really like the effect that you get when you hit one of the muscle groups in the arm first. So we did biceps first, then triceps just blew up easily. So I like that. I'm gonna like that when I do triceps first and the biceps blow up easily. I think that maybe here in the short, not too distant future, we will do a day where we do one bicep, one tricep, and do that throughout the whole entire workout and see how it feels. I feel like that could provide a pretty solid stimulus, a great pump, and just really get my whole arm just full of blood, which is what you want when you're trying to tear down the muscle in order to rebuild it later through eating and build upon what you have. So, one second. Well, I don't know if I'll leave that in or cut it out, but two young gentlemen came by and wanted to take out my trash for a tip. Quite interesting. But I told them, unfortunately, we have valet trash at my apartment complex. But appreciate the hustle. Interesting little escapade there. But anyways, back to what we were discussing. Great lift. I am tired though. Dog tired. I think that I go into the gym and give it 2 hours of my time. And the whole duration of that 2 hours, I'm grinding hard. I'm going as hard as I can. I mean, of course, there's times of rest, there's periods of rest, but a majority of the 2 hours, I'd say probably about an hour and 30 minutes are on sets. So I'm giving it my all in the gym. At the end of the day, that's all you can do. It's all you can ask for, every single one of us out there, and that's what's important. So a couple things I want to touch on. First of which is timing. We all feel like we have unlimited time. But with bodybuilding, it's interesting because you're battling the clock in a different way. So every day you can either get better or get worse, but every day you're always getting older. So if it's a day and you're getting worse, you're still getting older. If it's a day and you're getting better, you're still getting older. And I think a concrete way to crystallize this in your mind is thinking about an important event that you have coming up. Let's just say it's, the summer. You have a vacation in the summer, or you just want to look good in a swimsuit. Every single day, you're moving closer to that event. And every single day in your life, you're either getting better or worse towards your ideal physique for that event. So over the long term, as we get older, we age, we become less aesthetic, and we're either spending our time getting better or getting worse over that time. So, throughout this 100 days, I'm either in a surplus or a deficit each day. The hope is, because you mix in some high days, 80% of the time you were in a deficit, and then it leads to your ideal physique. So it's just something to keep in mind, for a lot of people that are procrastinating or, just for anything in life. Don't waste too much time, especially when it comes to your physique, because you do have a finite amount of resources and a finite amount of time in your peak to really meet at the mountaintop, so to speak, of you are in your prime physique and you are still a young person. So that's just to say, don't take the gym for granted. Go in and hit it every day. Smash the gym as hard as you can, and everything else will fall into place. That's kind of how I feel. I just go in, I hit it as hard as I can. I know I hit it as hard as I can. And everything else in life just kind of melts away at that point. As long as I hit the gym as hard as I can, whatever else happens is supposed to happen. So that's how I feel, especially because my passion, of course, is bodybuilding and becoming the most aesthetic version of myself I can. All I can do is eat correctly and, kill it in the gym. So that's the story. Another thing I wanted to talk about is, I don't like to scroll on Instagram, but sometimes you fall into the trap. Everybody falls into the trap. Instagram scroll, TikTok scroll. And of course, since, I'm into fitness, a lot of what I see, and I'm sure just a lot of young people's feeds in general, are fitness influencers, people making various videos. A lot of times it's females, sometimes it's males. And, one thing that I just have never wanted to be, and I I have no desire to do this is be, cringy. You see a lot of things and a lot of it is cringy. A lot of people feel like they have to be cringy in order to, make a splash, gain a following. That's just not my style. That's not how I want to do things. And I don't think it's a good price to pay in order to gain that. So that's why I make these long form videos. I can speak, I can articulate what I want to say, the ideas that come to my head that involve bodybuilding and involve lifestyle, just how you feel about things, and really document a journey from one type of physique to another. That's the big part of why I even do these videos, is the documentation of the journey, seeing what I look like when I was bulked to when I was cut. And that's all to say that I don't ever want to be cringy, and I want you guys to enjoy these videos, but that's why I do the long form content, not so much short form content, not so much trying to build that following. And maybe it's a coat, maybe it's not, but I'm very anti-cringe. I don't like cringe whatsoever. So that is that. But I think once I get leaner, a little leaner, and I'm starting to lean down now, of course, I will start posting more photos on Instagram. But I think photos is where it's going to be, where the bread's going to be. Maybe just, like some posing videos and some different stances and some music, something like that. But anything to be cringe, keep it from being cringe. I've when I first started doing content, there was some things that I, look back on now that I think, wow, that is so cringe. I wish I would have never done that. But at the same time, that is what was the catalyst to start this type of journey where I'm, just speaking to you on YouTube and having this long form content where I'm filming my exercises and getting to document my physique and journey towards my ultimate physique. So I can't hate it too much, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to do it again. So that's the story there. Not to end on a somber note, but just to explain my thoughts about things that are happening in the world and, my place in it. So that's the story. I am tired. It's cold outside, and I've given my all the past 2 days. My legs are extremely sore. I had great energy at the gym today, as you guys saw, but now I'm starting to feel the afterburn. So I love you guys. We're hitting back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're back with back, and we're going to start with some width exercises, because last time we did the rowing first. We'll start with width exercises. We'll probably start with abs, actually, because I was going to hit them today, but just, was gassed out. So we'll hit abs, we'll hit back. Don't have to do too many shoulder exercises or, rear delts and traps. We'll probably do one of each because we also hit that on the chest day. But yeah, that's the story. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. We'll keep this content coming. Later.